Hey guys, welcome back to some more Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the event and specifically the portal. Now, looking in here, I have 447 mystery shards. And when we do the math in the current event with our summon rush, we are about 327 points shy of getting these Titan points. Now, overall, we know we're not going to get the 150 Titan points on this side. It is going to be way too expensive. I mean, you're talking, what, almost doubling what we need in here to get these extended or these additional Titan points. But we are going to focus on getting these 70 Titan points out of here. And unfortunately, looking at the portal, we do not have any shards at all to go ahead and summon, except those mystery shards. So let's go in here. I'm going to hop in here, do the mystery shards. Now with these, we are building up one specific hero and one specific hero only. That is Geomancer. When I started looking at Hell Hades, when I looked at the optimizer, the calculator that he does offer, all of the team formations around the Chimera, around the clan boss, around all of those did have and really focused on having the ability for Geomancer and building them up in the entirety. So I'm going to go instant upgrade. This is all of the heroes or all of the champions that we just summoned. We're going to go ahead and use them. We're going to level up 16 to 22. We're going to continue this until the point 20 at a time, because that takes us to 307 that we're going to be able to go in here. Now, we're also looking for a few rare heroes. I know this is not the optimal way to do it. I do not recommend anyone doing it this way, but we are also looking for a few regular rare heroes in here that could make a really big difference when it comes to building up some of these champions. And the reason is the fusion. We want to make sure that we're getting in and we're being able to build out and get the fusion. I got this up to 130 heroes that we can actually hold. But unfortunately, that is all that we were at. That's as far as we went, because it is very, very expensive. You're either using your gems, which there's a copy of the Avenger. I'm not too worried about her. We have a lot of copies of her out of just farming 12-3. You will as well. So that's one that we could use if we wanted to use a 3-star to go ahead and build it up in the entirety. But like I said, guys, we're the Geomancers at 26. There's 27, 28, 29. We're going to build this out. And hopefully once we get the Geomancer maxed out in the entirety, we're going to have the ability to actually build him up and get him some more stars. We're very close to adding additional stars. Right now he's at 4 stars. He's epic. We summoned him yesterday. We've been really building him. Now there's Siegebreaker. Now Siegebreaker, guys, are really big. And again, some of these, Agiran tribe, we want to save some of these rare champions for the simple fact, when it comes to faction wars, you are going to need them in the entirety. You're going to have to use them. Again, I feel like this is not the optimal way to sit here and just gain levels by farming out the portal. We know there is also an event that is coming up to build a lot of champions, but overall, we're running out of places. We're running out of options out of here. If we want to stay competitive, if we want to get all of those perfect souls for the champion that we know we're going to get for free, that is one of the big things when it comes to logging in every single day. And when it comes to this reward calendar, we know we are going to get this champion. We are 3/4 the way done with this champion right now. And we know that once we get that champion for free, the more perfect souls that we can farm, the stronger the champion is going to be. And I'm not sure exactly. We needed 327 points when we started this. We're going through 20 pretty much every time. Again, there are 2 3-stars that we are still looking at. Unfortunately, no one is there. Mystery shards, I know a lot of players say they really don't use mystery shards for anything. So I feel like as we continue progressing within this game, chances are we're not going to use any mystery shards. We're going to go ahead and probably just kind of farm them out. But I wanted to go in here and I wanted to build these up a little bit further and get those Titan points. Again, might not be the most ideal way to do it, but you know what? I am okay with it. So right here, it's not doing sacrificing these fusion heroes either. The basic fusion ones, I'm not too worried about. We want to make sure, again, that we have a little bit more room. That takes Geomancer to 36. And also noticing that I did build out, and I have in their entirety, we built him up all the way to the Ascended. Now, he is one of those off specifications that we do not use. Normally, all of the champions we have are magic, which means all of the blue potions we are using in there, in the entirety, the blue brews. But looking at Geomancer again, because he is the skull, I forget which one it is exactly. You can look in here in the Great Hall. So when you go through here, Spirit Force. So he is a Force champion. I do not have very many Force champions at all, which is, again, a really big thing to do when we're going through here, is having some of the champions that are of kind of the off affinities, trying to build them up a little bit further. And we'll check in just a minute and see where we are, because this is going pretty quick. I didn't know how fast it would be, but you can see a lot more of the 2 stars in there. We could go ahead and farm this up. We're still going to have quite a few shards left when we're done with this. I think 100 plus at this point, just to go ahead and instant upgrade. We got all of them included in there, and we lack silver. So we've gotten some of these fishes. We're going to have to farm out a few more, but let's see how much closer we are to the summoning rush. And again, I don't advise this, guys. Right now, what are we at? 15? We're at 1593. So I got my handy dandy calculator. So 1750 minus the 1593. We're down to 157 summons in there. I'm going to have to pick up a little bit more silver so we can continue. I think we're, 7 minutes away in there. We don't have any more silver in here. I'm going to have to farm up a little bit. I wonder if we have any. There's 5,000 there, 5,000 there. We have Classic Arena. We do have the campaign bosses, which we're going to have to do. Then, of course, the advanced. We have been finishing out these advanced quests every single time. We could also look in here for champions and see if we can filter and sell out some of this gear. I do sell pretty much when it comes to like 1 stars, 2 stars, even some of the 4 stars. We drop a majority of this gear because we're getting to the point where I feel like we can farm a lot more when it comes to, and let's select all, let's sell. We're gonna go ahead and sell the 4 stars. The 5 stars and above is really what we're focused on building right now. Makes a big difference. 130 to unlock 10 more slots, or 2.5 million. Ooh, that is a very hefty price tag in there, but there we go. There's another 24K. Burning through a lot. That does take Geomancer to 39, which, I mean, 157 summons, not too far off. We can farm up a couple different places. We can use all the energy that we've been getting and finish out this in the entirety. And finally, like I said, Geomancer building up that instant upgrade, getting him to level 40. And there we go. He is maxed out at level 40. In here, we have 1, 2, 3. And then we are 1 shy. Who could we use in here? Let's go ahead and unlock this one. Let's use this one. There we go. So we have 4. We know that the skin faction bow right there takes him back to level 1. The Ascended, like I said, we don't use many Force heroes. So there is the 5-star Geomancer. But we are back to level 1. So unfortunately, instant upgrade. We have 1 more in there. Takes him up to level 3, and we can continue on. And we're going to run out of silver here again soon. But you can see kind of what we're doing here with Geomancer. And there we go. There is a Maiden. Now, this one I haven't seen from the Sacred Order. That might actually be one to look at possibly keeping, depending if we can fuse that one or even just using that 3-star food. But most of these are just the 2 stars. Let's see where this is going to take him, though. So Geomancer all the way up to 5 already. Instant upgrade. Let's make sure we drop in those fusion ones. Boom. This is going to take us to 15 already, adding a lot of HP, a lot of attack, and everything else on there. Yeah, we're going to have to go through and get more silver. We're going to be out. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that we didn't miss out on the event. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you think this is really worth it to go in here and farm it. I was trying to look at any other possibilities, any other way that we could go ahead and we could get this one done. Unfortunately, I didn't really find any other way to get this built out or being able to farm these up a little bit more efficiently, I guess, short of having time, because right now, guys, it's pretty late here. We only have 6 more hours on the summon rush. Like I said, we're going to be a little bit shy. We're less than 100 though. We'll be able to get this one done because right now we're at 1653, 97. So we can do 97 more in here. I'm going to have to farm up some silver, get a couple free silver out of here, and then go ahead and finish out Geomancer. Now, I also did drop a Feral set in there on Geomancer. I wanted to build it out a little bit. We got him to 232 accuracy. A lot of players said that accuracy was the absolute #1 priority for him. And then getting attack, getting up some more accuracy in there. And I've seen a couple places that were running accuracy, which we have no silver to level these up. But we did start out and got a couple pieces of the Feral set. So we dropped it on there, again, just to kind of build up a lot more accuracy in here with an extra 80 plus a little bit more speed in there. Definitely making it, and we have to add and stack some more speed on there to give up a lot of the efficiency. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the methodology of finishing out this event to get those points. Is it really worth it? Let me know. And as always, thank you guys for watching.